Good morning, fellow programmers. Thanks for joining me. I'm T-Pain, and welcome to Let's Learn Python Scripting. Please feel free to use the skip ahead feature on the right-hand side to jump to any specific section or the examples. We'll be using Python 2.7.4. You can download it from python.org/getit. Today we'll be focusing on how to create a simple script that'll create text files. This will build heavily on past lessons, so feel free to go back and review the Python basics section if anything is unclear. Alright. So creating a simple text file, why do we want to do that? Well, it's a little known fact that text files actually give you the power to raise the undead. I know, right? No, not really. But it will give you the power to create other Python files, C, C++, HTML files, XML files, because they're all text-based files. This could be a way to create them easier, especially if there's tons of them that have a lot of the same code. You can use Python to create those files for you. Alright, so our goal today is to create a script that will create a text file with the name as the date, and then within the text file, it will have 30 blank lines. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. On my desktop, I've created a folder called Let's Learn. I'm going to open it up, and as you can see, it is completely empty. So within here is where I'm going to put all my work. So let's go ahead and open up idle. Okay, so here we are in idle. I'm going to go ahead and create a new window. Alright, so we're going to begin our file by creating a function. We're going to type def space create uppercase F file, and then in the parentheses, we're going to actually plug in dest. In parentheses, colon, enter. And what this is going to be doing is, the name of our function is create file, and we're going to be passing in a destination or a string, which is going to be folder location. After that, we're going to type print dest, enter, and then unindent, enter again. And now we're going to do something kind of strange. Bear with me. I'm going to type if underscore underscore name underscore underscore is equal to, and that's an equal to check, so there's two equals, single quotation mark, underscore underscore main underscore underscore, in the quotations, colon. Now, what this line is doing is saying, hey, if the file name is equal to main, or if this file is the main file that's being run, following that, we're going to go ahead and call the function that we created above. So type create file, open parentheses, type ham, because I love ham, and then close the parentheses and quotations, enter, and then we're going to end the file by typing in raw underscore input, open parentheses, open quotations, type done with a few exclamation points, in quotes, in parentheses, enter, save. And now we're going to choose a destination. We're going to go to desktop and go under Let's Learn. And we're going to name this create text file.py. Make sure you add on that .py, otherwise it will default to saving it as a .txt file, which is totally useless in this case. Alright, go ahead and click save. Alright, now let's go ahead and go to the file on your desktop. Mine's under Let's Learn, and double click the file and watch what happens. Now, in Windows, it opens up this command prompt. In Mac, I believe it'll open up the terminal. Otherwise, it may just open up idle and run it within there. So what's printed out is ham and then done. So we were just double checking to see that our script is actually working, that we didn't have any naming errors or anything like that. Cool. So let's move forward. So now we're going to begin the file by actually importing a few modules we'll need later on. So go ahead and go to the very beginning of the file, type enter enter to give yourself some space. Begin the file with import time as t. This import time is because I'm the doctor. That's a terrible joke. Terrible joke. Okay. So what we're doing with time is we're going to be using the date from this module to name our file. So that's why we need time. Next, we're going to type in from OS import path. And we're going to use path to double check that the file is not already created. So this way, if the script is called again after it's already been run once, we are not overriding on the text file that is already in existence. Next, we're going to begin with one of the most important steps of programming. We're going to type in the description. So in triple quotes, right below the function definition, we're going to go ahead and type in the script creates a text file at the past in location, comma, names file based on date. That's good enough description. So we're going to go ahead and delete this line, this debug line that we had created, print dest. Delete that. And now we're going to begin with our main code. Next, we're going to type in date is equal to t.local time, open parentheses, t.time, open parentheses, close both parentheses, enter. And what this line is saying is, hey, grab the time within this function is, hey, grab the current time and convert it to a usable format in a list. Next, we're going to type in name is equal to, single quote, %d, underscore percent sign D, and then one more a third time, percent sign D dot txt, end quote, and then we're going to type in percent sign, then type parentheses, date, open bracket, 1, close bracket, comma, and then type date, open bracket 2, close bracket, and then type for a third one, date, open bracket, 0, close bracket, percent sign, 100, close, and we're good. Alright, so what does this actually do? Well, we want the name of the file to be based on the date. And the way I've broken it up is it's going to type in month, day, year. I'm going to go ahead and make that a comment. File name is equal to month underscore day underscore year. A special note about the year, though. I didn't want to have the full, 1987 or 2013 in this case, as the year. I actually wanted just the last 2 digits of the year. And so the way I did that was, at the very end of this file, I used a percent 100. And what this says is, what is the remainder if I were to continually divide this by 100? In other words, I just want to get the last 2 digits of the year. So type in enter a few times to give ourselves some space. And next, within the function, we're going to type in if not, open parentheses, path.isFile, open parentheses, dest plus name, close parentheses, colon, enter. And what this is saying is like, hey, if this file does not exist, let's go ahead and create the file. So next we're going to type in f equals open parentheses, dest plus name, comma, and then next we're going to type in single quotations, w, in quotations, and parentheses. And what this will do is it will actually create the file in a writable format. That's what the W stands for. So next we're going to type in f.write, open quotations, and then single quotation, /n, in quotations, and then we're going to do something funky and go times 30, in quotations. And what this is saying is just write new line, this is the character for new line, \n is a new line, and write that 30 times. In most of the languages, this wouldn't work, but this is a great shortcut that Python provides, so that's one of the reasons I love it so much. And then we're going to go ahead and close out the file by typing f.close, open close parentheses, and that's it. Perfect. So we've now completed our definition for creating files. Now, at the very bottom of the file, we're going to go ahead and change this ham and substitute in the actual location of the file we want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and create another variable just to make this more readable, and type in destination is equal to, and then I'm going to paste in the location of this file. Copy there, paste it, and then I'm going to end this with a double backslash in the quotation. Perfect. And now I need to actually adjust this because a single backslash character is used to identify specific characters within Python strings. So we actually need to make, if we're going to create a backslash character, is just double them up upon each other. Now, if you notice this line runs on really long and we're getting cut off here on the ends, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go to right after it says users, type in one more backslash to end up with 3, and then just type enter once. And what this says to Python is, hey, this string is now being broken up and is continued on the line below. All right, and then we're going to replace ham with the variable we just created above, destination, save, and now we're going to go ahead and run it. And I'm going to double click on the file, and it says done. And now within the file, boom, we've created it based on the date. And if we go ahead and double click on that text file, we'll open it up. I use Sublime Edit as my primary text editor, and we can see we've created 31 lines. We started out with 1 line, as all files default with 1 line, and then we typed in enter 30 times, and then so we've got 31. Perfect. Great job. All right, thank you so much for watching, and great job keeping up. Definitely take a few minutes to investigate these final challenges and see if you can solve them. I think you can. Please leave me a comment below to let me know if this helped you. Also, do me a huge favor, and please subscribe to my channel. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you for all your support, and keep the dream alive.